Alright, let's do it. Fuck, we don't need. No math makes me nervous, but Spreader Spectra Hawk should be good. Oh, fuck. Alright, since we failed so hard before, we have to finish this, and I just wanted to do it. Oh, this is not good. I still think killing a killer is... Oh, nice stun. Good job, Beretta. More force field's bad. That's pretty funny when you get the AoE couple people revenges. I really did no damage this. Alright, that makes up for all that unnecessary damage we took before. Because we were on auto at first. I'm late. This is unplanned stream. Plus, it's 10 o'clock at night. When I have to be up in 7 hours. I don't think I'm late. How you been? How's your vacation been? I know you've been away for a couple of weeks. Oh. I care. I shouldn't be up. I should really be going to sleep, but it bothered me when I failed ToA earlier today. I mean, it literally, really, it was one of these things I know I shouldn't fail. I failed like 5 times on 99, and that's RNG based, so I didn't mind that. But this stage isn't RNG based, and we failed a few times, and that didn't make me feel good. Where'd you end up going for your vacation, by the way? I'm almost positive we're gonna clear it with this one here. Like, it should be one shot. This should not be. Hey Patar, welcome. Like I should not. There should not be any issues on failing. Arizona, that's a vacation. Arizona's so hot this time of year. Like it's like 100 degrees in Arizona, all dry heat and disgusting. Arizona is actually a really nice place. I've been there. You know, Phoenix is a really nice town. It is actually pretty nice. I do like that area. It's just so damn hot. I mean, I mean, it was hot when I went back in like September or something like that. I imagine it's disgusting in July. But I'm also one that just hates heat. I can't stand like heat. Like when it's anything above 90 degrees just bothers me. I just check out. My mind's not even there. Record's 117. Wow. Oh, poor you. You got a Poseidon instead of a Chasoon. Poor you. You got Poseidon. You got an OP Nat 5. That's really good. Poor you. Poseidon's really good. Poseidon has one of the highest multipliers for skill 3. Not that anyone ever builds him for damage. But his skill 3 does a lot of damage, and you know he just reducing attack bars to 0, AoE silence. Oh, if you have Ganyan Perna, okay. Am I sick? I've been sick for like about a week or so. I have a little bit like a little cough, a little congestion. Nothing too bad. It was pretty bad a few days ago when I was hacking up everything. But I do think there's a little bit noticeable change in my voice right now. But I feel pretty much fine. At least I'm not tired or anything like that. Last weekend, last Saturday or Sunday, I slept like 16 hours straight. I took Monday off work. So that was last week. I'm pretty much over it now, but I do have a little congestion still. Oh, okay. If you have Gani Perna, I could see not um, not being huge for it, but still, Poseidon's a good unit to have. It's a good ToA unit. It can be used for cleave teams. He has a lot of uses, so I wouldn't be upset with a. And if you don't have Giant Speed 10 down, he's really good for Giant Speed. Oh, don't die. Okay, we gotta push attack bars back so we don't die. Yeah, Poseidon can help for Giant Speed 10. The full attack bar reduction is a huge thing for Giant Speed 10. I mean, it's not the greatest unit for Giant Speed 10, but early on, if you don't have a Giant Speed 10 team, he does help clear it. Please, let's hope not. Perna, Triton, Chandra, Water Monkey, Rika, Gani. Perna's really good. The other ones all... Perna's really good. The others are second tier. Triton's probably the second best stripper in the game. Maybe second or third best stripper in the game. Chandra... I can't say good things about Chandra. I just don't have anything good to say about Chandra. Rika is also the same thing where she's decent, but not amazing. And you're probably looking for amazing. Gani's insanely good, so I think at least you have a good core of Nat 5s. I could see why you're looking for Too Soon in your situation, but I use my Water Monkey King. I like him a lot. I don't encourage other people to use him if you're not experienced enough in the game. He requires pretty high-end runes to be good. I like him a lot, but I understand why. But there are generally better units to use than him. Like I said, I know the power, the potential of him. I like it. He does really good damage, and there is a but. There are a lot of situations where it's just easier to use Theomorph, Sigmoris, and those are very obtainable units. I think Veromorph might die. Crap. We died to Vanessa's, really? Vanessa? Trying to get Lucian runes to do Lucian's. For PvE, Lucian is really easy to rune. Pretty much for PvE situations, you know, just get as much damage as possible. You don't have to worry about speed tuning too much for your Giants teams. When you the PvP runing tends to come into play for you know, arena runs. Buff Vanessa. I still do believe Vanessa needs a buff. I mean, common thought. I mean, everyone says it. And it doesn't need it. They don't need it doesn't need a drastic change to be 6-star Lucian. Congrats. How much did you get? You have good runes for your Lucian yet? You know, Lucian's runes are easy to do. Until you start worrying about arena speed tuning. Because that's generally the harder thing for it. When you have to start incorporating speed into them, when you start have to get, 180 speed plus the crit rate, plus the crit damage and attack, that's when it's hard. When you can sacrifice not having to deal with, putting out 180 speed. Hey, David, welcome. How you been? Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. We really want to clear this cement. It bothered me when I didn't clear it earlier today. It really did. Yeah, I think if you just increase the health on the revive, it goes a long way. I wouldn't even like. What does it heal? It heals at 30% with the heal buff. That heal buff is nothing. Because if you're low on hit points already, someone could just kill you and kill you again before it really, takes effect into healing you back up. Even if it's up to like 56, or just give her revive comes with speed buff too, or some other buff, defense buff. Despair illusion worth it? I don't think despair. I don't think despair. If despair runes are your best attack runes, then go for it. Outside of that, there's no reason for it because you don't need to worry about stunning stuff if they're dead. And Lucian's job is to kill things on turn 1. So you shouldn't be if you're bringing Lucian to a team, they shouldn't be living past Amp. And if they're not living past Amp, then there's no reason for despair. Yeah, but I mean that's what makes Iona's heal is good. Defense buff works. Just that provides more survivability than the heal. The heal over time it goes too slow. Nat 5cc units are better. If you have Varad, Poseidon, those are the ones that really make it easier. That's why he's generally asking. Okeanos even makes it easier. But the Fedora stage, you just got to make sure that for the Fedoras, you just got to make sure that you got a way of stripping their buffs, or that you are able to withstand their hits while they have Endura, because the Endure was Endure and Immunity. That's an annoying 2-turn buff. And when it goes on everyone, plus a cleanse, it's really annoying. So you do need good crowd control for it. Veramos is generally not good enough for that. If you get lucky with the stuns, you can be it. Jemai like a Chiwu Rakan. You could bring Chiwu to strip those Rakans, the Fedora stuff. 1500 attack, 180 crit, 190 crit damage, 80 crit rate, plus a... That's pretty good. That's generally good. That looks like if it's max guild, should do about like 8k a card. And that speed shouldn't get cut in between. If you have like a 275, 280 Bernard with Megan. So that may work. I'm assuming that's plus 150. If it's just 1500, that's because their base attack is like 890 or something like that, 900 almost. You could use your Chiwu to strip it. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the AoE strip. It's a little bit less successful because you have water into fire. I mean, your fire into water, but Chiwu still strips pretty well for that. I should be paying more attention to these things. It's a problem when I stream. I can't pay attention to both. Yeah, you could just run. No, you could just keep running it and get lucky with the stuns, but you need good crowd control and slow to really help. Okay, plus 1500. That's good. Then yeah, that should be about 8,000 a card, 8 to 9,000 a card. 12K. Still not done? Nope. We've had an epic fail earlier today when I was running this before. It was actually really bad because Childish was hosting me too, so I had actually a pretty big audience, and you know, failing in front of I think like 50 viewers, not a good way to gain viewership. But it's okay, that happens. It was just really bad, unfortunate set of events, or me doing stupid things, which happens a lot. Oh crap. Lucian is because you have Tiana Zeros already, so yeah, you don't need Lucian. You have the upgraded version of Lucianing stuff.
Fucking bitch!
Did Spectre not reduce that attack bar? Yeah, no, you're right. I don't think people do care if they fail. It's just more interesting if I passed. But yeah. Vanessa just the armor break on I just can't believe that happened twice. But yeah, Lucian, like, especially if you only have one Lucian's not enough to speedrun. Most teams. I mean, if you have Ward of Fairy King, then one Lucian's good, because that's a speed leader that follows up with damage. Outside of that, if you don't have what's it called? If you don't have two Lucians, you can't, you know, single Lucian's not enough damage unless you have something else to follow up, like a Julie that's ruined up really well, or some other AoE unit. But if you're just gonna go AoE, if you have Zeros Tiana, that's just a much safer team to go. I mean, the problem with it with lag is if you're not running, if Lucian's ignoring defense, and if you have lag as your follow-up, lag's not ignoring defense. So if it's just cleaning up, you don't have the full setup that you need. You don't have your defense break. You don't have the attack. You have the attack buff generally. And that's what, again, that's the power of double Lucians, is the fact that it just ignores defense. You don't care about will runes. You don't care about any of that crap. That's also the power of Tiana, where you just don't care about what the other team is doing. You don't care about what their setup is. You don't care will runes. You don't care if they're super tanky. Lucian just ignores all that crap and just does his 30,000 damage. But again, if you have Sierra, it solves a lot of those same issues, because and you also have Sierra, so you have basically the full combo that's ultimately. So Lucian's just really there to help you speedrun through Giant Speed 10. That's what Lucian's really helping you with. You can obviously still use Lucian offenses, and single Lucian, I would still recommend building one Lucian, because single Lucian will also help you a lot in Guild Wars, because there are a lot of teams that you can single Lucian your way through. A lot of teams are open to be Lucianed on Guild War offense, and it's just something that's so simple, so quick, and the teams that are open to it, you clear it in 5 seconds, and that's great. It's basically just Bernard, Megan, Lucian things. It's fun to do that. I could see that being. Oh, I don't know anything on the mobile. I've never watched Twitch on mobile. Wait, I'm almost dead here. Yeah, I've never watched Twitch on mobile because if I'm out and about, really, like if I'm not at home, you know, it just uses too much data to watch streamers on people who have limited data on their data plans. And at home, if I'm at home, I just watch on my computer versus on my phone because I need my phone to run dungeons. Chiwu Gal, yeah, same concept. Tiana would work better, of course, but Chiwu works really well. And ToaH Siege, you have both of them? Wow, that's insane. One of them is really, just getting one is good. Getting both is insanely good. Elemental neutral AoE units are so good. Yeah, I've done that on my phone where I've tried a little bit when you pop it out and do that. It's just the screen comes out a little bit too big for me. Where I would prefer if I could just hear the audio and just not worry about. Should we kill Vanessa's first? Because they look like the armor breakers actually killing me more than these things are. You enjoying Molly? Do you actually use Molly, or do you just shove her on defense and just watch her do stuff? You should have Will on your Tiana. I agree, Will on Tiana is generally a good idea. I don't know how Tiana works on AD. Tiana on AD never scares me. Like anytime I see Tiana on AD, generally those teams I loosen. So Tiana on AD is not always the greatest thing. It's because it's really easy to counter generally. Tiana's AI is not the brightest either, so I don't think Tiana's great on AD. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, just generally, because generally the teams that use Tiana are combo teams on AD, and most of the times, unless you have a 33% speed leader, because Tiana's base speed so low, you get outsped by most people's Bernards or Kabillas or stuff like that. Molly Perner, that's a nice AO. But what does Molly provide there? Molly's just annoying. She provides a strip, I guess. Shield. But is that shield really any better than like Kamoon? Passive heals, extra heals. But I mean, in those situations, isn't it just easier to bring like another damage dealer? Better sustain, like Chasun instead of Molly? Is that really? See, but yeah, that's the thing with Tiana teams. It's just the speed tuning is generally not there, because you can get outsped by and then you get outsped by Bernard, and the rest of the team just gets loosened. I'd say about 85% of the teams I see in the C3 G1 range, the Tiana teams just get loosened. Well, with Molong, if you have the shield on Molong, that actually protects Molong too. So that's, I guess that's a nice little bit. I do like when Molong gets protected by shield before he does his Reckless Assault. That's always a really strong combo. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. Does anyone know which Vanessa used the revive before? Screw it. I think they're both dead now at this point. But that's just Molong and Perna being OP. There's like Molly's purpose there is just standing there. Well, we're gonna get to the boss at least on this one, and then hopefully we don't screw up there. This Vanessa should Vanessa should die. Rika's violent attack crit damage attack to catch him off guard. I think that's pretty standard for Rika. Maybe Rikas also tend to be built on despair, but violence not. I don't think it throws. It's not unexpected, and I think almost all Rikas are generally built for damage now. Push attack bar back. Nope. So that's actually nice that we actually got a full attack bar reduction from Beretta for once. Push that attack bar back a little bit. Slow. Got to heal for a little bit here. So without Mav here, I find it hard to keep the cooldowns up from everything here. We don't want to use that because we got to get the heals up. Got to push the attack bars back. I lied. So yeah, Beretta's here. I think we still push the attack bars back, even though that's not. Never mind. Oh crap! God damn it! Why'd I hit? That was bad. I knew that we were low on life, and I hit that. That was just a stupid hit on me. We didn't lose yet. If we get a violent proc out of Bella and we get the heals off, now we lost. Happy wife, happy life. Yes. My wife did not have to wait out in the heat. I picked her up on time. She did not know that I was streaming up until like 5 minutes before I came to pick her up. Does continuous damage proc? No, but you can't land dots on the boss, so that doesn't apply. I feel Mav is more useful here, just because I want that reduction on the slow and the attack bar reduction. Stat hacks, I don't know if it is. I assume Comtorce knows about it. I don't know. Basically, you could just look at Arena and see if the top ranked player is level 17 again anymore. This is ToaH hard. You can tell if it's ToaH hard generally by the background. up there. On ToA normal, this background over here is blue. In ToA hard, it's all mysterious and black and purple and crap. So whenever you watch anyone do ToA, you can see it from that's one way to tell about it. Another way you could just tell is how hard everything's hitting. But Bernard's 250 speed and Bernard's 250 speed is, depending on where you are in the game, 250 speed is slow to okay. You know, not slow. It's never really slow, but 250 is very obtainable by many people. Oh, level 6. There depends. There are some people who, you know, spend a crap load of money on the game and like to stay low level because, you know, it throws other people off. They like to show off their monsters. They show off what they can do. So there are some people, you know, who go out of their way to make sure that, you know, granted, there's very few of them who do that, but there are people out there who, you know, just like to buy rune packs and not level up their monsters. And you can level up your monsters in ToA. They gain experience in ToA when you don't level up your, you don't gain experience from that. You know, stuff like, where else do you gain experience? I think Secret Dungeons you gain experience for your monsters. So you can level up your monsters, but you don't gain, you know, you don't level up. Mine, yeah, my Bernard's 293. What the hell? Random question? Go ahead, this is random question time. Well, I fail at ToA hard again and again and again. And this, I don't remember this stage ever being this hard. I say this every month for ToA 100. These things, I know are not hard. I know I can do these things. I swear if I just wasn't streaming, I'd do it one shot. Streaming does take my attention. What's my favorite food? I like a good hamburger. A nice juicy ham, like a bacon cheeseburger. It's probably, you know, what I would choose to eat. A nice steak is always good. You know, basically that's what I go with. I like meat. I will always eat, you know, like I said, either a good steak or, you know, a good burger. I would actually probably choose a good burger over a good steak. I'm a relatively easygoing guy, so a good burger will definitely, you know, go a long way for me. You know, you work at Five Guys? I do like Five Guys burgers. Five Guys burgers are really good. They're just a little, I mean, I don't know, if somewhere along the line, they went from being relatively decent price to expensive. I don't know when that became. Like, I remember it used to being like $5 for a burger. Now it's like almost like 9 or 10 for it. So I don't know when that's happened. It just feels, but I like, you know, the fries they give you is really good too. So I don't mind Five Guys at all. Yeah, I know. I mean, I live in New York. I work in New Jersey, so I understand. Like, it's like the really expensive parts of town too. So we do get hit with like all those price hikes really hard. So, I mean, I understand that's what happens. It's what it is. Yeah, it's something like that, you know. So yeah, it's almost like $10 for, you know, a burger, and then you figure, you know, whenever you have a burger, you have fries. That's another $3 for fries, and then on top of that, you have, you know, so you end up spending like $16, $17 just for lunch. Then that's, you know, that's an expensive lunch for basically fast food burger. You know, not saying, you know, not comparing it to like McDonald's Big Mac, but you know, you get a Big Mac and fries and stuff like that for like $8 versus 17. What do I do for a living? I do a couple of things. My main job is I work for an insurance company. I do reinsurance claims, so that's boring stuff. I also work um, at a couple of stadiums in the area in Brooklyn, New York. So I'm like the beer. I'm up and down in the seats serving beer to people, and you know, at the concerts and stuff like that at Barclays Center, at Prudential Center, so at MetLife Stadium. Um, the ones in Jersey we don't sell beer, unfortunately, but in Barclays Center, you know, if you've ever been to the Barclays Center and you've been to an event there, there's a good chance I served you a beer. No, like I said, I understand. It's Five Guys. I don't complain too much about it, but it is a lot more expensive than I felt it used to be. It's not high quality. It's high quality for fast food. It's high quality fast food, is what I would say Five Guys are. It's not, you know, it's not restaurant quality. What's your top five? Top five C9? What's C9? Am I misreading something? Oh, well, I mean, like I said, if you're just saying fast food burgers, you know, I do put Five Guys up there as like fast food. If you're just talking about like you know, if I've been to, don't die, Veramos. Motherfucking bitch. Why is? I don't get why we're not getting the resistance in there. And my defense breakers on there. In-N-Out's good though. I mean, if we're just talking fast food, you know, like I said, Five Guys is fine. You know, In-N-Out's fine. In-N-Out's West Coast though, so I'm East Coast, so I don't really have access to it. It's more of a novelty when we go out on vacation out there. Because yeah, that's what, you know, In-N-Out to the East Coast people is a novelty when you just go out there. Because you don't have access to it. Same thing with, I think, you know, not anymore, but I know Smashburger used to have that same feel to it. Now they kind of expanded a lot out there. Shake Shack has expanded out a lot too. Fast casual. Portillo's, is that the one in Chicago? Chipotle is fast food. I know they try and pass it that it's not fast food. It's fast food. You know, all that, you know. If it's not like if you're not sitting down being served, if someone's making to you, you get it to go or something like that, or just sit down, that's fast food. Again, it's not, you know, it's not microwave, so it's not McDonald's kind of like fast food. It's not Wendy's where it's made in like 30 seconds. Wow. Oh my god. It's like perfectly timed here. You need to get stunned. Okay. Yeah, Portillo's. Is that yeah, Portillo's in Chicago. That, yeah, I've been there before. That place. Yeah, they have the croissant beef and sausage thing. That was like the first time I had that in Chicago. That was amazing that I went there. I went there. So this was back when me and my wife were dating. And I think one time, you know, when we were out there, she wanted to go to the aquarium or something like that, and I didn't feel. I hate this game. So she wanted to go to the aquarium. So I dropped off at the aquarium, and I just, did my own thing for a bit. I stopped there for lunch. Had the croissant beef and cheddar. It was like it's like a Philly cheesesteak on a croissant. It was the most delicious thing I've ever had. I do remember. I mean, it's one of those few things where for a fast food. Fuddruckers. Oh, that's a place I haven't had in a while. I've been there. I mean, that's something that they have here upstate from us. So like in Buffalo, they had a Fuddruckers or something like that. It's not really in New York City anymore. So yeah, it's kind of like a chain. I guess they're chain restaurants. But yeah, they had the first time. That's the first time I had an ostrich burger too. They use ostrich meat. I guess I'm assuming it's real ostrich meat. Really interesting. Really different. All right. Small chain, but yeah, it's a chain. But I mean, it's good quality food. I don't have a problem with it. It's something like when we're in the area, if I see it, I would, go out of my way to eat it there. It's even though it's a chain, it's something that's still rare enough for me. Again, I don't go to high quality. I mean, not that I eat cheap food, but I don't require, high end fancy places to eat, and neither does my wife. I mean, as long as it's good food, we're not too picky about it. Would Poseidon take? Yeah, probably. The only thing is, Spectre also brings a good amount, like, good damage, while Poseidon doesn't do that. So, Poseidon would probably really take the place of Hua in this case, for me. And would be a lot easier with it. Ruby Tuesday, their burgers are okay. They're not awful. I have no problems eating those. Again, I'm not picky. No problem, Drazzle. Welcome back. As you can see, I am being destroyed on the stage, which I really shouldn't be. This stage has really been like kicking my butt today. And I'm just wondering, what am I doing? What am I doing differently than I did 2 months ago? Doing the same exact stage. Hey Mirage, welcome back. I didn't get your donation last time. I searched everywhere. Let me just search again right now to make sure. But no, it never came in. So I want to make sure that you didn't get charged for it. Make sure you do a chargeback from PayPal or wherever it is, because it never did come in. Because yeah, I really hate to see, I appreciate, you doing it and all, and I hate to see you be charged for it if, it didn't come through. Because that's just really lame if, but it just doesn't make sense why it wouldn't come. Streamlat. Just test one other thing. That one's dead, right? Let's just make sure this one dies. So that was just a test one. I just wanted to make sure that worked. That wasn't, but why does that come up so small too? That's not what, and that's not the photo I wanted there. Yeah. Alright, let's get the heels back up. Let's just get this. Let's finish this first, and then we can worry about crap like that later. Image is so small. These are things I need to fix when I'm off stream, but I tend not to do things when I'm off stream. I tend to be very lazy about stuff that I should be doing because I'm just very lazy. Generally, instead of fixing up stuff to make my stream look right, I'd rather just stream longer instead of doing the things to clean up the layout. I've always wanted to make a better overlay than this. But, like I said, I've always been really lazy with it. Because I'm not really good with the art stuff. Photoshop is not my strong point. So we want to reset these things so that they don't armor break us. Even though the Conrads are the ones that do more damage, it's the armor break that really fucks us over. I think this one is dead, right? Yeah, that should be dead. So as long as, like, the Vanessas don't armor break us into Conrad, whatever their nuke is called, we should be okay. Or Vanessa doesn't chain into, like, Vanessa doesn't follow, another Vanessa doesn't follow up with one of theirs. So basically, Vanessa 1 doesn't armor break, the second one doesn't go red afterwards, and nukes whoever they armor break. That's the middle one that uses the revive, so we can leave the middle one to die last. Caveus, free? Okay, let's look that up. Free is really good. Because yeah, I've like all the photo editing stuff, everything has always been, you know, free to use, and then afterwards you got to pay to actually do anything with it, and I've always been really bad about that. Yes, Aman, I'm still on this. I suck. Convey. Can you send me a link to it? Because when I go look it up online, there's a couple that came up, and I just. But yeah, send me a link because Caveus, that does not look like the right one. Yeah, okay, let me do this first. Let me not get distracted. Is this one dead? I'm assuming this one is dead. I should not assume that, really. Because this one, that can still live through that. But yeah, I've always been like really bad about photo editing, any editing. That's why my YouTube videos never really got edited. You know, it's just been mostly straight data, just because I've been really lazy with it. Because making content so hard, editing takes so much time that I've just rather just stream instead of making better YouTube videos, and that's possibly my fault. But I find streaming more fun, and I find if anyone needed help, they can just ask versus you know, people can just ask on stream versus me actually going out of my way to make a video on it. Yeah, all those violent procs out of Bella when we don't need it. Yay for ignores. For I will look right after this run here, but I didn't get a message. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? She's gonna give attack bar to the boss. Let's push this attack bar back. Heal up first. Can't send weathers. It's just canva.com. So we want to put, which one does the slow? The first one does slow. Fuck. Push attack bar back on the boss. Really need Bella to heal up soon. I'll put dots out more. Slow. Hey Matthew, welcome back. Yeah, sorry about that. We just got really caught up on ToaH before. Obviously, I'm having a lot of problems with this stage. But I think we're in a good spot right now with ToaH, and so as long as we don't get wrecked by that resistance. You see, remember Bella getting all those violent procs before? Right now when we need them, nothing coming out of Bella. Alright, there we go. Top off Bella, that's what we wanted to do. We really want this right crystal dead. Canvas thumbnail. Okay, thumbnail. So right now, as long as I don't fuck up anything really bad, we should have this one done, right? I mean, we're getting pretty good results with Beretta and ToaH. So the boss is going to get a turn here. So as long as Veramos moves to cleanse all that crap, we're good. We're gonna wait on the nuke till we get the heals up so that we don't screw up anything. And at this point here, right crystal's dead, so the boss should no longer get any more double turns. Oh crap. You resisted turbulence. Poke, poke. There we go. Nice heal. And should be okay at this point now, I think. So as long as Hua doesn't really derp with the attack bar pushback and Beretta eventually gets off a turbulence, we're fine. Boss is gonna get a turn off. Never mind, Hua is really good. Wow! Really close to killing a Spectre there. Slow. So we need to get the heal up, more important than getting the defense break. We can hold off on no, we don't want to get attacked yet. Really want to top off Spectre before we start focusing on doing the skill 2 nuke, because the nuke takes away 10% damage, and anytime we attack the boss, he revenges out for a decent amount of damage too. So we need to make sure that we don't let Spectre's life get too low. You know, Veramos is generally tanky, and Beretta, they're all tanky enough that I don't have to worry about their life. But Spectre should not. And even Hua's fairly tanky because she's an R5 Hua, but not really tanky enough. But Hua's pushing the attack bar back, so that's why we need Hua to continue to attack the boss. Hua is really, really good. If you don't have a Hua, I highly recommend pulling a Hua. Etna from Teo, I would not be upset with Etna. I don't have many wind nukers, so Etna's not the worst thing in the world. It's not ideal, of course. But I think with the recent buffs to the Hell Ladies, by buffs I mean the skill 2 when they gain attack bar, I find that to be a pretty useful I don't think any of the Hell Ladies are awful. I think they're all decent. I mean, none of them are great. I think they're all decent. That's where the whole ladies stand right now. I think they're probably the worst family. I mean, there's none of the. I was gonna say none of the five, but I can't remember what the light one or the dark one does. Being I let him get a turn. Where are the violent procs out of where are the violent procs from Bella now? Dark is OP, Dark can revive. Oh, Cracker, yeah, Cracker. Okay, yeah, Cracker's pretty good. But okay, at least the three elemental ones suck. I mean, like I said, they don't suck, but they're not highly sought out, is what I mean. I think Beth, even though Beth got a few buffs, I'm not sure if the buffs actually made Beth better. I really thought when they released the buffs for Beth, I thought she was going to become super OP, and I haven't seen anyone really use it since the buff. There we go. Yes, they are the one with the skies. Okay, here we go. This was a lot of hell in the making. Let me just check this first. So we go through these mysticals because we need more Epicon priests. Oh, did I have a wish? Did I not do my wish yet? Let's do the wish first. You're right. Crap. I completely missed that. And I probably didn't do World Boss Fight either. 3 unknowns before Legendary. $10 crystals. Why do I need more priests? I don't. There's no reason for them anymore, unless I pull Iona. I do need to skill up my Chloe though, so there is that. Forest Keeper. Slime. Forest Keeper. There we go. Iona is the light one. We got a Sonnet. That's not even a new one for me. Sonnet's not terrible, but I have better options. Sonnet's right. Is Sonnet better than? I mean, if I have the Dark Sylph, is the Sonnet really better? Because Sonnet has 2 turns. That's 2 skills that are sleep. And that's nice versus 1 2-turn sleep. Attacks all enemies, puts them sleep for 1 turn, creates a shield. Alright, Matthew. Let me come to 5002. But yeah. Sonnet's okay. I mean, Sonnet's not awful. But the problem with this and all Nat 4s are they need skill ups. It's better than the Water Mermaid. Yeah, Dark Sylph's better. I'm pretty sure Dark Sylph is better. And I do have a Dark Sylph that I don't even use. Yes, Dark and Light Heart Magicians are better. They're both Nat 5s, so better than a Water Mermaid? Yeah, but that's because Tetra's really bad. Tetra is on. I did get the $2 donation, by the way. Now, thank you for that. But now, why did it not show up on stream? Because that's what bothers me now. It's not showing up on stream now because that should have happened. Light Sky Dancer needs a nerf. I think Light Sky Dancer does need a nerf. In a way, I just think they just need to increase the cooldown by 1 more, and it's balanced at that point. That's really what that's what I personally think the Sky Dancer needs on skill 3. Needs 1 more extra cooldown time, just because it's like Chasun, where you gain the attack bar back, and on a 3, it's just too much on that. But you know, Heart Mistress, I will keep them around for the one day I do get a Nat 4, the Nat 5s. I don't know if any of the other Heart Magicians are well ruined or well worth building. I know YDCB uses Harmonia, or he tries to use it. It has certain applications where it's good. Fire one, it has okay uses if you have other units to work well with it. Again, things that balance out HP. I only get A now? I used to get S on. Free rune removal screwed up my rune so badly that on World Boss, I get A on my second one. I used to get S on my second one. Water Fairy King. I find Water Fairy King perfectly balanced. I don't have an issue with the Water Fairy King. He is a highly powered unit, yes, but he's not overpowered. You know, it's the speed leader that's really the big thing about it. His other skills, he's not impossible to deal with. He's counterable. It's just the speed leader that's really OP. And I mean, I think the Water Fairy King, his kit itself, is not that good. It's just the speed leader that makes it so good. And that's, I mean, it's because, you know, it's the same, he's in the same boat that Vanessa was, except for he's better, because he actually does something, where Vanessa, you know, this leader skill is just really good, but doesn't bring any, I mean, it has a single target armor bit, which is okay. Alright. So, Matthew, you said you wanted help with, Arena and Dragons. Right, yep. I saw your Syria Tabo Gani. Yes, that's just insane. So here, key monsters that you have that are important to build out. Chiwu's good later game. Gani's, Daphne, sorry. Never mind. It looked like Gani for a second for me, unawakened. So, Artemil, of course, is really good later on. So when you want to build an arena defense, when you get to that point, Artemil is really good. It's something I wouldn't worry about till, like, arena PvP stuff, or PvP stuff is not something you worry about till your later game. Till you have all your dungeons set on, you know, that's kind of when you start worrying about it. So if you want to focus on dragons right now, and that's exactly what you should be doing, let's just see. Vero's fine. That's nice. Bella's accuracy's fine there. Bella's a little squishy, I think, but okay. I think we went over this before. You don't need accuracy on slot 6. You gotta get accuracy through your subs. Because you sacrifice a lot of HP to get accuracy on slot 6. You do need that 55% accuracy, but accuracy slot 6 is just such a bad way to do it. But that's why your Bella is so squishy. And that's an issue. Sigmoris is good. HP is a little bit on the lower end. You probably want to get something close to like 15,000 HP on your Sigmoris so that he survives. The way you probably just do that is, oh no, that is powered up all the way. You want to find a little bit of HP subs on there. Just because I think 13,000, you know, if Sigmoris dies and Sigmoris is your main damage dealer, that you're having big problems with that. Megan is fine. Yeah, Swift is fine. Accuracy is, you want to probably bump up the accuracy a little bit to help with the strip. But you should, for Dragons B10, you should be using Vero, Bella, Sig, Megan and Spectra. I think that team works really fine. Um, Ideally, you want to move these units to Violent, but you know, Spectra's ideally on Violent too, and you want higher crit rate on there. So that's kind of what you need to be working on for it. Violent Spectra works a lot, to me, works a lot better than Swift Spectra. It just, you cycle through your turn so much faster, you get more nukes. You want crit rate on Spectra. Don't worry about crit damage, but you want crit rate. You want to get, like, you know, this up to, like, 80% crit rate. That's what you, again, Sigmoris, again, it's the HP on Sigmoris. Alright, Jolton, don't worry, I'm gonna sleep pretty soon. But yeah, you want your Sigmoris to get a little bit more HP. And if you can get more crit rate on Spectra, even if you have to drop the speed down, you don't need Spectra super fast. Spectra works really fine at like plus 60 speed, plus 70 speed. And again, your Bella here, you don't need Bella this fast. It's nice it is, but you don't need Bella this fast. Get more HP on there, or more defense. That's what it is. Veramos, fine. I mean, again, these things are fine. You just need to power up your runes a little bit more for that safety, just to get that little bit extra HP. Because the damage that you get from Sigmoris is fine. Again, you need the crit rate on Spectra so that you get the damage from Spectra too. Right now, Spectra's not doing a lot of damage. Skill 2 does a crap load of damage. You just saw me use it on ToA hard. Spectra does a lot of damage with Skill 2. You want to get it more HP. I'll show you my Spectra. The runes haven't changed too much over the years, so you can get an idea of, you know, what you can aim for. This is on Violent Focus, I think. And you know, you can probably drop down the HP somewhere around like 15,000. That's kind of what you need for Dragon to be 10. Anything more than that's a bonus. Higher crit rate would be nice. Just these are runes I don't really work about too much on. Tomorrow's Hollow Wind. Yes, tomorrow should be Hollow Wind. You freeze. Okay, so we'll look at freeze and then we'll look at ToaH afterwards. So you said you need help with R5 here, freeze. R5, key to R5 is building your frontline unit. So what are you using as your frontliners here? Aerial's a decent choice. You have double aerial. Aerial's an okay choice. Fire Panda's a good choice. Let me just see what other. Chasun, if you have the ability to make her frontliner, is really good. If she's your healer, whichever one you're using a healer, Chasun or Aerial. That's personal preference which one you want to use. Wind Pandas, Wind Monkey is okay for frontlining. Because his passive does help a little bit. He does get Oblivion. Holy crap. We were just talking about Hell Ladies there. Wow, you have all that. You can't do R5? You have to be able to do R5. You don't, yeah. 180 violence perfectly fine. 240 speed not necessary. You don't need Bella to be super fast. Ooh, wow, double Grego. Rika Okeanos. It is runes, yes. I mean, this is a big summoning things here. So let's look at. So if you have problems with R5, I'm gonna just start off basic. I'm gonna assume Fire Panda's your frontliner. Defense is fine. HP is fine. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. He needs more accuracy for R5. Because if you bring him to R5, you need to land the debuffs here from these two skills. And if he is landing those debuffs, he needs accuracy. You want to punch that accuracy up to like 30-35%. And that's really the only change I need to. Speed's perfectly fine. It's on Violent Revenge. That's fine. I put mine on Violent too. You don't need Violent. But again, Mine's a damage one. You don't if you don't have if you're just looking for him to tank out, these stats are fine. But the problem is the accuracy on this one. Aerial here. Oh wow, defense aerial. Obviously this is frontlining aerial as well. This is perfectly. So if you're gonna use it to frontline, you still need to get your healer up to 200 speed. That's really what you need your baseline to be. For R5, I also don't find I find Chasun's heals better than aerial for R5 just because the heal over time here doesn't work too well because you get stripped a lot. So that's I mean people like aerial for I just don't like to depend on the AoE heal that's gonna get stripped. Lisa is too slow. If you are using Lisa as your cleanser, and you realistically should be, Lisa needs to be 200 speed on violent. And that's kind of what you need. And oh wait, crap! I didn't check resistance. Resistance you kind of want to get towards like 70% if possible on everyone really. Anyone you bring into rage. You get away with one healer? Most people can't get away with one healer. So, where's your Colleen? Where's Colleen? For rage, Colleen is a must. Or, maybe not a must, but really damn good. Heal, block, attack, break, heal. You don't have Colleen here. So, I would highly recommend building Colleen for R5. Again, some people get away without doing it. If you're having problems with it, Colleen is a must. The only people who can get away with it are people that do stupid things like Katarina. And go extreme nuking. If you can do that, I will raid with people who will extreme nuke without Colleen. But yeah, you should be putting Colleen. Just attack rate, heal block. You know, the debuffs are just so good. The heal is really good. There's no reason not to build. Colleen's a 2-star unit, easy to get. But yeah, your Lisa's your cleanser's too slow. I don't see any other cleanser here. Right? I don't see another cleanser, so I'm guessing Lisa is that cleanser, and Lisa needs to get to 200 speed. Light Kung Fu go for I don't know if this is trolling or not, because realistically these runes are not good enough to do R5. I mean, you look at these runes, then you know they're not all grinded up all too much. Maybe it is, but it could possibly be not. I could realistically see this account not able to do R5. It's hit or miss, really. And then your damage deal. I mean, damage deals are damage deals. They could be anything, really. But really, I mean, realistically, if you can't do R5, build Colleen. That's really what you're missing here. Colleen. Oh, you use Jamie. Oh. Really? Someone uses Jamie for R5? I'm strongly interested to see that. Ah, that is a legitimate Jamie build. Violent, endure, okay. Attack, H speed, HP. So Jamie can do the cleansing fine. That's interesting. I like to see that work. I like Jamie because I always want to see this go crazy, these two skills. But I've always done it on a damage build and then he always sucks. This looks kind of squishy. 5002. But I am going to sleep really soon. I'm really interested because 3-turn cleanse is really good, but he doesn't bring any debuffs, so I find it really tough to use, and especially if you're not using Colleen, you're not having any debuffs for R5. Jamie, again, Jamie's not bringing you any help there. I mean, Lisa's just so much better. Alright, Night Pat. So Perner is always key. Anytime I see Perner, you are a lucky bastard. What I would focus on building right now is, can you do Giant Speed 10? Can you do Dragon Speed 10? If the answer to that is no, focus on those teams. Giant Speed 10, I hope you should be doing, because yeah, you should be able to do with these 3 units here. Your Giants team should be these 2, and any damage dealer at this point? No? You have 3 Perners. Okay, so what we need to do is build your Giant Speed 10 team. Your Veramos looks perfectly fine. Accuracy is a little bit low. If you can find, and speed's a little bit on the lower end. So this rune needs to get improved a lot. It's the right stats. It's just a 4-star, so find a 5-star unit. Again, same thing with these. You want to get your ideally 200 speed on Swift, 25,000 HP, 45 accuracy. That's what you look. That's your goals for Veramos. Bella, same thing. You need more accuracy on Bella. You need to get towards that 45, 55% accuracy. 45 for Giants, 55 for Dragons. So your goal is 55% accuracy. The speed HP looks really good, or good enough. So yeah, these are fine runes for that. Again, you want to, if you're failing because a lot of your runes are not plus 12 at least, that's what you gotta do. You gotta power up runes. Bernard, same thing. Accuracy 45% is key. These things are huge. Everything else doesn't matter. The HP is fine. Speed is fine. 45%. This because you're not landing your debuffs enough. So that's really what you're lacking. You're lacking that little bit of HP there. I understand mana grinding. Shannon, if you are using Shannon, Shannon is way too squishy. Again, 15,000 HP if you're using Shannon. If you're not using Shannon, then ignore that. Oh, Poseidon's really nice. But yeah, that's basically what you just gotta do. You just power up those runes. Those 3 units, 45% accuracy is what you're aiming for. What I would be looking to build up, Water Monkey King, I love him. You know that. He's not worth building for you yet. It's a pain to say that. Lucian's probably the next target to level up. He's going to probably help you the most. He can help you speed run through those teams. I would run Lucian and Shannon, really. I would 6-star Lucian as soon as you can. Shannon, I would just aim to get. You can drop the speed off of here and put HP here, and you can run your Shannon and Giant Speed 10. And then if you basically put speed HP on slot 2, you can probably push your HP up to close to like 14,000 HP, and that should get you pretty good. Can I get a account review on Asia? It's kind of hard for me to say stuff on Asian accounts. Thanks for the follow, Toast. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I would put an HP rune on Shannon. Speed is not a high priority for Shannon at first. I mean, it's not a terrible thing, but obviously just get more HP. Plus 12 these runes. Put an HP rune on here, and you're good to go with Shannon. And just use Vero, Bella, Shannon, Bernard, and whatever nuker works for you. Lucian can work. Perner's not going to work ideal for there, but it may even work for you there. If all you want to know if a certain comp works for Dragons, well, tell me what you're using. And we can just see what your stats are. But yeah, Sig, Wusard, Vero, Bella, Chilling. So that should work. You have immunity, you have a cleanse, you have a heal, you have the shield, you have double strip. Um, yeah, that will work. It it's borderline between too safe and nuking fine. There's not enough armor break on there. I feel because Bella's your only armor breaker, even though you have double strip. It should work. I don't. It's just not going to be a very efficient team. It's going to be a pretty slow team, but it should work. Again, you got to make sure your units are fast. You want basically 180 speed on violent or 200 speed non-violent, um, and you want like 20,000 HP on all your units. 45%, 55% accuracy. You want me to do artillery wings? I actually really want to go to sleep because I gotta wake up in 6 hours. So I'm gonna go now, and I will probably not be back up until next week. I think I have to work a lot this weekend, the next couple of days, so I'm not gonna be able to stream until probably next week. I think. Amon, you need no help. All right, guys, I gotta go. Have a good night. I'll see you guys in a few days.